We are all about non-phone remote jobs today. That's right. You're not going to be tied to the phone all day in these positions. Let's scan through them. So Mia Plaza has an opening for a content moderator. This job is full-time remote anywhere within the United States, no location restrictions. So Mia Plaza is an online learning platform, and your main responsibility will be to decide what goes live and what goes back to the student for revisions. You review about 500 student posts per hour, campaigning a safe, positive, and engaging community while identifying nuanced posts by students that may not be directly addressed in content guidelines. You provide prompt, kid-friendly, and encouraging responses to student inquiries while empowering students with clear, age-appropriate explanations of moderation decisions. They're looking for someone who can naturally build rapport and offer thoughtful guidance. You're dedicated to student safety. You're also resilient and positive in challenging situations, and you have excellent communication skills. Now, they tell us it's a plus you have experience in a content moderation environment. They want you to have at least 1 year work experience in any industry. You have access to a computer or laptop, camera preferred, with a reliable high-speed internet connection, and you have strong proficiency with technology and an aptitude to learn new technologies and processes quickly. So they have a couple shifts from which to choose. So you can work second shift, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m., or third shift, 2 p.m. to 10 p.m. And those are Eastern Time Zone hours, but you can do this job anywhere within the United States. And when it comes to the salary on this job description, they tell us they'll pay you anywhere from $17.29 up to $23.75 per hour. Savaro has an opening for a part-time paralegal. It is remote anywhere within the United States. You work part-time 15 to 20 hours per week. They want you to have a bachelor's degree or certification in law, legal studies, or related field, and 1 to 3 years experience as a paralegal, legal assistant, or compliance associate. You have working knowledge of contract law and corporate procedures. You're proficient using Microsoft Office, Adobe Acrobat, and document management tools, and you have high attention to detail, and you're able to prioritize and work independently in a dynamic setting. And I'm just going to scroll around to see if they tell us how much they pay, and I don't see it anywhere on this job description. Let's take a quick peek at the application, and scrolling through the application, I don't see the salary indicated here either. But based on my experience, I have a feeling this job could pay anywhere from $25 to $35 per hour, but I can't guarantee that. You'll have to work out your salary with them. Okay, so another non-phone remote opportunities with Cardinal Financial. This one is for a support specialist. It's full-time remote, but I'm not sure if they expect you to live in the Pacific or Mountain Time Zone, or if you can live anywhere within the United States but work those time zone hours. But regardless, in this position, you'll take ownership of client issues and work to resolve all within outlined SLAs and customer service quality requirements. But don't worry, because you're going to be dealing with customers over email and chat applications, providing support and answering simple and commonly asked questions. I did not see anything on this job description telling us you're going to be on the phone, so I have a pretty good feeling this is just email and chat-based only. You need a high school diploma or a GED, and they want you to have 2 to 3 years experience working in front-facing customer service-based roles, and you have 1 to 2 years mortgage experience. You also have about 6 months experience or equivalent demonstrated understanding of Octane platform navigation, about 6 months experience with remote desktop applications and help desk software, and about 6 months working knowledge of mortgage terms, verbiage, and documents. You have broad knowledge of at least one functional support category, such as closing, appraisal desk, transaction management, those sort of things, and you have a basic understanding of licensing, configuration, and broker onboarding. Now, they're not telling us how much they'll pay for this position, but looking at similar roles, I have a feeling this job could pay around $45,000 per year, but I can't guarantee that. You'll have to work out your salary with them. A census has an opening for a MEP/PEP document specialist. Now, this job is not nationwide. They're hiring in Florida, North Carolina, and Pennsylvania. But it is full-time and it is remote in those locations. So you'll be responsible for utilizing the company's systems and templates to produce legal documents, including service contracts and retirement plan documents. They have more details. If interested, read through the details. They'd like you to have a bachelor's degree or an equivalent combination of post-secondary education and at least 2 to 4 years office experience compiling and processing legal documents. You also have experience with preparing legal or other documents, and you have a working knowledge of Microsoft Word, Excel, and Outlook. And as far as the salary, they're not telling us that anywhere on this job description, but I have a feeling this job could pay anywhere from $18 to $23 per hour, but I'm not guaranteeing that. You'll have to work out your salary with them. Webstaurant Store is looking for a marketing coordinator to work full-time remotely in what looks to be about 28 states within the United States. So fingers crossed, hopefully you live in one of the states you see on your screen right now, and they'll provide you with computer equipment. So what you do in this position is help plan, execute, and optimize campaigns that drive engagement and growth for the restaurant store. They're looking for someone detail-oriented, communicative, and passionate about marketing. So you'll coordinate various marketing campaigns, ensuring all marketing campaigns are scheduled, developed, and published by the deadline. You don't need a degree, but it would be helpful. They prefer you have about 1 to 2 years previous experience in marketing campaigns along with print and digital advertising, and you're able to learn and apply new concepts in a team-oriented environment. And then of course you need all your typical soft skills you need for just about every job. And when it comes to the salary, at the top of the job description, they tell us they'll pay you anywhere from $26 to $31 per hour. Navitas has an opening for a reporting specialist to work in the pharmacy network division of the company. So this job is full-time remote. However, it looks like they're not hiring in a handful of states. So hopefully you do not live in one of these states you see on your screen. So you work Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Central Time Zone hours, but you don't have to live in the Central Time Zone. Just translate your local hours to those hours. So what you do in this job is support the analytical operations of the Provider Services Department. You'll be responsible for understanding business processes, the supporting data, and perform an array of analysis and report creations that facilitate critical business decision-making processes. So essentially, you'll be responsible for completing reports and projects as requested by teams to support provider services, client services, implementation, and sales. You'll also be responsible for understanding a wide range of data points from multiple sources and for completion of a variety of analytical projects and reports. So they have more details. If interested, read through the details. They'd like you to have an associate's degree. A bachelor's degree is preferred. It's just preferred. It's not required. You need about 1 year work experience in a business setting, and you're comfortable using computers as well as Microsoft Office applications. And as far as the salary going back up, they tell us they'll pay you between $44,843 and $53,384 per year. So that's all I have for you in this video. Hopefully you're looking for non-phone work from home jobs and one of these opportunities works out for you. And if you're looking for more remote jobs, you can find some in this video right here. So have a great day, take care, and I'll catch you on the next one.